American Freight, formerly Sears Outlet, now has even more for your home for less. Which means it's the perfect day to fill your entire home with amazing deals. The same great deals on appliances. And now with
Hear my
American
ad
Freight,
plan?
we have expanded deals on dining room
Oh,
sets,
we got an
living
ad
room
plan.
furniture, bedroom sets, and mattresses too. You can never mattresses too.
All right. Turn that off. Can you hear me okay? I got everything turned off now. Hi, Suzanne. I said hi to Gwenda. Hi, Joe. Yeah, I just did that most of that last night. I got cruising. I stayed up a little later than I normally stay up. I was up till around midnight last night. Just playing around with it, having fun with it. Really trying to play with ABs and sparklers, glow glass. I have all that in there so far. I have some ABs, have some sparklers, have some glow glass. It's very sparkly, and that's what I wanted. I wanted it to be sparkly. It's going to be really pretty. So if you watched any of the videos, you know that I bought everything I could buy, all ABs I could find that could possibly go on that painting. Yep. Hi, Amy. And Kathy and Sandra are here. Hi, guys. So, yeah, I got all the ABs from Tina that I could get, you know, matched up all the numbers that she had. Bought them all. So I got a whole box full of, you know, different ABs. I'm not wanting to replace every single thing with ABs, but for example, like here in the rug here, this orange is $7.40, and I just sprinkled ABs in there. So you can see them, you can see the shiny ones. Those are ABs. And I just kind of dumped them in my tray together with the regular drills, the 740s. And I'm using a 4-placer because it's a big area, right? And I just pick up 3 regular, 1 AB. And just try to make sure that they're not right next to each other. Like right here, there's 2 ABs right next to each other. Which I try not to do that, but I could move one, I suppose, if it really bugs me. But I just try to sprinkle them in there when I have a big area like that. Yeah. Down here in the grass, I think there's a couple different colors that have AB. We're going to work up here on this grass tonight, and that's just 3 colors. One of them has AB and one of them doesn't. There's and the E, I don't know if the E has ABs or not. I don't think it does. No, the E doesn't have AB, but 907 comes in AB. So I have my 907 ABs here, and that's going to be the S's. So I'm just going to do some of the S's because there's a lot of S. I'm going to do some of the S's, and then I'll go back and I'll fill in with the regular drills. So yeah, I'm cruising along with it. Hi, Ray. Hi, Terry Lynn. And Kim is here. I like the flowers and stuff, Terry Lynn, and the butterfly. Hey, Emily. You're not late. We're just chit-chatting about the painting. Yeah. So there are some ABs that came with the kit in here. The pink and this pink came with the kit. There's just really a little bit that came with it. There's a pink, and there's not much pink. I mean, there's not a lot of pink, just a little bit. Okay, so there's that came with it. And then there's a blue. There's a little bit more of the blue, but that's all it came with it. So just a little bit of AB. So, you know, had to change that. Just had to change that. And this is the perfect time to do it. Just bling it up. Just throw whatever I can find in there. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So, you know, working on this with Maritza from Kiss My Crafts and Kara, the principal painter. That's who's working on this. And we all have stuff, you know, different kinds of drills and things like that we're putting on here. It'll be interesting because we're all going to do something a little different, although we're all adding lots of extras. But it'll be interesting to see how each of us does our painting differently, right? Because they're all going to turn out different. I think it was Kara maybe put some glow glass in here in the pink somewhere maybe. Last I knew, Maritza's toenails were seafoam glow glass. They're supposed to be green. They're supposed to be green, those toenails. And I was just like, no, I do not want green toenails. So that's what I was doing at like 12 o'clock last night, is playing with these toenails because I was trying to find a color that I liked here. I had peacock sparklers in there and they really didn't show up that well. I had an AB in here, some sort of AB, I can't remember which one, and I didn't like that in there. So finally I pulled up my hot pink. These are hot pink sparklers. And I put the hot pink sparklers in there for her toenails, and I was like, yep, that's what I like. I like hot pink. So I put hot pink sparklers. Yeah, I don't have my light pad on. You guys can see it pretty good though, right? I don't really need my light pad to do this. I can see these symbols pretty good over here. If it gets a little darker, I might have to hit the light pad. But like I said, right now I'm just going to go through and I'm going to throw in some of these ABs. And then I'll go back and I'll fill in, I'll fill in with the regular drills. But I just try to space them out, put a few in and add a little more sparkle, add a little more bling, because, she's a 70s chick. Doesn't she deserve to be blinged out? I think so. I think so, yeah. So, hopefully you watched the other two ladies. They put up a video the same day on Friday. Kira had a little technical difficulty, I think, so hers went up later in the day, but still on Friday. If you haven't watched those, go watch them. They're fun. It's a good group of women, you guys. I like this group. We're having a blast. Having a blast. I think Kara thought that I was younger than I am. Kara, I'm not. I'm older. I'm an old lady. Yeah. I was born in 1960, you guys. 1960. You figure that out. Yep. But this was my time to shine, this era back in the 60s, and I just had so much fun. I had so much fun. So I have all kinds of things to talk about tonight. All kinds of things that have happened this week. Hi, Molly. Oh, you're doing a square, your first square. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely takes a little bit of getting used to. Yeah, it's different. I have done some squares that were very challenging. Let me put it that way. They were challenging. And I think it's kind of turned me off to squares a little bit because they were so difficult to do. But, I'll go back. I'll go try them again. I think the next square I will do will probably be the Diamond Art Club Chuck Pinson, the farm one, the real farm one, with the barn and the animals and the pond, and that's a square. And I think that will probably be the next one I tackle in square, will be that one. I do have the bright orange and yellow fairy from Craftably. That's a square, and that's downstairs on my big glass table downstairs. I've been trying to go down there like every day. I haven't made it down there yet today. But I try to go down every day and do like 15 to 20 minutes on that painting. So it's going very slow, really, very slow. 10 to 15, 20 minutes, you don't get a whole lot done. But, it's starting to come along. I'm starting to see it, take shape and things like that. But it's not the quickest thing, But that's okay. I'm like in no rush to get it finished or anything, so I just keep plugging away. You guys, on Instagram the other day, oh my goodness, on Instagram, this is what happened with Craftably with the white tiger I did. I saw a picture. They put a picture on Instagram of that white tiger and just, left it. Just left it sit there. Here's this white tiger. And I'm like, oh, I fell in love with that white tiger the second that I saw it, right? Loved it. And I knew that they were coming out with it. And I just waited. And then when I got that canvas and did that painting, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so in love with that. But here's my point. They did it again. If you have Instagram, go look up Craftably and see what they put out there if you did not see it. You guys, it's a woof. And I'm not a woof. I would not say I'm a woof person. Like, I'm not one of those people that go, oh, I love wolves, like Wolfpack and other people, I'm not like that. But, oh my goodness, that picture of that wolf is stunning. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you didn't see it, if you have Instagram, go look. Craftably. This, oh my gosh, it is phenomenal. It's gorgeous, just gorgeous. I was chatting with them about, I'm an affiliate, so I was chatting with them about that the other day. And I said, you're getting new things, I see, and they're like, yeah, we're getting a lot of new stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is so awesome. I can hardly wait for that. I have no idea when their stuff is coming, how long it's going to be yet, but I'll tell you what, I like that company. And I'm not saying it because I'm an affiliate and I get a little kickback. I mean, if somebody buys something, I might get $1, but yeah, they are very, very, very nice. They have superb canvases. Their drills are awesome. They have excellent customer service. I can't say enough good things about them. They are fantastic. If you ever get a chance to buy a Craftably, they're very low right now, just like, a lot of places are. But they are supposed to be getting new stuff in, hopefully, fairly soon. I don't know for sure, but check them out. And, I am an affiliate and I do have a discount code. If you don't know that, Mindy15, pretty easy to remember, and get you 15% off. So, but that woof, you guys, that woof, it just like took my breath away. You know what I mean? Took my breath away. Yeah. Hey, Diamond in the Rough, how you doing? You like my cover minder? Isn't that cool? So I got that from, oh, come on. Now my mind's going to go blank. Happy Hippo Finds. And I messaged her and I said, okay, can you make a cover minder that would fit my channel name? Do they come that big? And she said, let me play around with it. And she sent me a couple of mock-ups. And yeah, she made it work for me. Yeah, she made it work. So yeah, the woof is so beautiful. Oh my goodness, Terry Lynn, you got Red Riding Hood? Wow. Yeah, so that whole Diamond Art Club thing today was very, very interesting. Very interesting. Hi, Mistria and Donna. Welcome. Just got home from working the night shift. Oh, yeah, you're in the night shift this week. Yeah, that was insane. Insane. So I'm one of those people, I was planning ahead, right? I'm like, okay, what do I want? What do I really want? There's 6 things coming out. What do I really want? And I really, really wanted the cat. I have seen that Cheshire cat. Did I say that right? I've seen that cat many times on many different sites. And I didn't even really think about when I saw it at the time. Uh-oh, I just unhooked my magnet here. Hang on. I didn't really think about it at the time that it was a Hannah Lynn. I had no idea it was Hannah Lynn. I really did not have a clue. I just knew that I liked that cat, right? So when I saw that come out and I was like, ooh, that's Hannah Lynn? Really? I don't know why it didn't dawn on me, but it never did. But I was like, oh, I've got to have that. I love that cat. Okay, love the cat. And then when I heard there were glow in the dark in it, diamonds in it, I was like, oh, jeez. So that was like number one on my list. Number one on my list. Number two was the Little Red Riding Hood. Because, you know, I did Ice Princess and I loved how they did Ice Princess, the full body, you know, with the animals and all that. Just loved it. Okay. Loved it. And so when I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, okay. I think that's the one. I was going to get the cat and I was going to get Little Red Riding Hood. And I kept toying around with the Greek island coastline one as well. But I tossed a coin at one point between Little Red and the, you know, coastal picture. And Little Red won. Okay. So, hey, Kiss My Crafts. Yeah, I had no idea, Molly, that that's Hannah Lynn, but it is. Mystria, that is exactly what I was getting ready to say. Exactly, right? I had the cat. I had Red in my cart. I was putting in my discount code. And when I got the discount code in and went to pay, one of them, I don't remember which one, the cat probably sold out. I was like, dang, really? So then I went back and I was like, okay, then I'll get the coastal one and put that in my cart and went to pay. And I was like, are you kidding? Now Little Red sold out. I was like, okay, well, I guess I know what I'm getting. I better hit pay really quick, really fast. I mean, seriously, it was within the first 10 minutes, you guys. First 10 minutes. I don't know how it could have been any faster. I really don't. That was just bizarre. So the first two that I put in my cart, never got them. So I ended up with, what do you call it? Santorini. There you go. Santorini. 15 minutes. Seriously. So yeah, you're very lucky that you ended up with Red. You're very lucky that you got her. Hey, Vivian. Consider yourself one of the fortunate ones, because man, that stuff was just flying. I can't believe that it sold out within 15 minutes. I think the only one that did not sell out is the lady in the black and red with the hat and whatnot. And as I was just getting ready to set up to go live, I saw that Donnie was doing an unboxing live of that one. And I was like, okay, doing a sneak peek unboxing now. I don't know how that worked. I don't know. But it was still available last I looked. So I don't know. Maybe that's why she's doing it. No idea. But yeah, it was just bizarre. Just bizarre. Now, you know, the only thing that I can say is it wasn't a Chuck Pinson I missed out on. If I would have missed out on a Chuck Pinson, you guys know I would have been unhappy, right? Yeah, but just craziness. So I don't know. Guess that's the way things are for a while. I mean, so we went to McDonald's today. We went up to McDonald's. And I wanted a grilled chicken sandwich because that's what I always get at McDonald's. It's a grilled chicken sandwich. My husband goes to order it and she's like, we don't have grilled chicken on our limited menu. I was like, what? Limited menu? We have a limited menu with no grilled chicken on it. I was like, say what? Okay. Oh no, is it just you, Maritza, with the hamster? Yeah. So I don't know how many they had, Molly. I don't have a clue how many of each one they get. I don't know. You couldn't get any. I know. It's just no, Tara Lynn. We're happy for you. We are happy for you. You got some. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. They must not have very many, or there is that many people, you know? Yeah. I, next week, if I know there's a Chuck coming, I don't know if you can go in and, yeah, that's what happened to me, Vivian. I had two in my cart, and by the time I could pay, one was gone, and then the next one was gone. I was, wow, okay, that's how that's going. Hi, Kara. Yeah, that's how that's going. But I didn't realize that McDonald's was having issues and they have a limited menu. Um, I heard on the news the other day that some stores are going to be limiting like how much meat you can buy because there's been, I guess, a significant amount of meat processing plants that have had to close and things like that. And so meat is going to be getting more scarce. So McDonald's has a limited menu. I could have gotten the buttermilk deep fried chicken patty type thing, but I was like, I don't want that, Just wow. You guys, this is okay. Let's just start this out and get this out and over with, right? I have said to several people lately, I'm just so over this. So over it. I am just done. It's like it didn't ever seem like it was real at first. Like when we saw pictures and news of things that were happening overseas in other countries, China and whatnot, and people all getting sick and walking around with their masks and this and that. It never dawned on me, I guess, or hit home to me at that point that that would happen to us. Because, they've had other illnesses go through their country before, and it's never really affected us like this. Wow, I'd never thought in a million years this is where we'd be, right? And then here we are. It's like, it's unbelievable. Just unbelievable. So I'm not going to be able to get meat at the grocery store like you would like to. Can't get the things at McDonald's that you would normally get. It's just, diamond paintings are scarce. Everything is it's just bizarre. I've said it a couple times. I am so over it. I'm just over it, right? God. Oh, man. Anyhow, what are we going to do, right? What are we going to do? Santorini, Kara. Maritza just told us. Santorini. Yep. Buy up the dry beans. We're going to be eating beans. Well, somebody's giving away potatoes. I mean, I saw that somewhere. You can go get free potatoes because they're giving away potatoes. Yeah, I saw that pork one. Do they process chicken too? Carolyn, do they process chicken? Because it seems to be the chicken that we can't have. I don't know. Oh, goodness. I know, Suzanne. It's just, your family's had it. It's just crazy town. Hi, Cheryl. Yeah. The show must go on, Molly. The show's going on. Yep. There you go. Couldn't have Venice, so you'll take Greece. Is it Greece? Is that where it is? That's what I've heard. It's Greece. Yeah, so we just keep doing what we're doing, right? I have 5 weeks left of school. 5 weeks left of school. I will say that school, when I say school, it's quite limited school, right? I mean, I email people, I read emails, I respond to emails. People on my staff are constantly emailing stuff, and I'm, okay. I have a staff meeting every Wednesday on Zoom. And honestly, you guys, most of the time I'm in that staff meeting, I'm sitting there and I'm looking at my phone, doing something on my phone because, nobody can tell. And it all pertains to next year. Everything they're doing right now pertains to next year and planning and things. And I'm not going to be there, and none of that really matters to me. I mean, I'm listening in, but I'm not going to have any input. I'm not going to step up and say, well, I think you should do that. Why would I do that? I'm not going to be there, right? Yeah, I know, Cheryl. I know. If a pork processing plant can get that many people sick, well, it probably is. There's probably chicken plants that's happening that too, I guess. I don't know. Been hiring teachers all day. Today? You're working on Saturday? Wow. Oh, have a good night, Kim. No, I have one staff meeting, okay? And I just sit through it, really, sit through it. There might be one or two things I might need to really listen to that might pertain to me or what I'm supposed to be doing. But the rest is just like planning for next year mainly. I do one Zoom class a week. I call it a class, and it's not really a class because I'm not really teaching anything. All right, before I go on, do you think I put enough of the SABs in there? Is that a good sprinkle, you guys? You can see them. Is that a good sprinkle? Oh, well, people have said that to me this year already, Molly. When something came up that they didn't like, but were kind of like too timid or too worried to speak up, they're like, you go say something. You're not going to be here next year. You can do it. I'm like, no, I'm not going to be the guinea pig. I'm not doing it. I'm just going to slide through the year. Just slide through. Nope. Anyhow. Sprinkly enough, Molly? You like it? Got enough in there? Maritza, is there enough in there? You think there's enough ABs in that part of the grass? Because that's all the ABs there are. The other two colors don't have AB, so the rest of it's going to be solid. Should I put more? What do you think? You guys are down the ground floor of the decision-making process here. What do you think? But yeah, then I have my my Zoom class with my kids, and the first class I had 6 kids the first week. This week I had 9, and they have gotten their packets of work at this point, and all I really did was just kind of go over the work with them. This is what you need to do. Now, I don't know what else I can do with them. Don't know what else I can do. Just, here's your work. And it was all review work. The first 3 weeks are stories that we did when we were still in school for the reading program. So it's totally review. There's nothing new for me to teach them at this point. And then there's other stuff. It's just like, read it. You're supposed to go outside and look at some plants and draw flowers. Try to label the flowers, label the plants. I can't do much with that. I just can't. So I'm going to do something. I'm going to take a little tray here, and I'm going to put a few more of those ABs in here in case I come to a spot that I think needs another AB. What do you think? Yeah. Yeah, I didn't make it to the Zoom meeting today either. Oh, you missed the email? Oh, darn. I missed it because I was busy with my husband. He still works. And so Saturdays and Sundays are his day off to do things, do things around the house and stuff like that. And so that's what we do. We spend a lot of time doing projects and things like that because, he's home. He doesn't have opportunities to do that through the week, like other people. So, yeah, I end up doing things with him. I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong. That's not what I'm saying. It's just weekends are kind of our time, and we do things. It's like my girlfriends, my best friends. They want to get together and do house party tomorrow. One of them decided that tomorrow would be a good day. When can you guys get together? Tomorrow to do a house party. And I'm like, it's Sunday. We get up, we make breakfast, we get our groceries or whatever we need to do. We do our laundry. It's the weekend. You guys, your husbands are home. The one friend of mine, her husband passed away, so she's, alone. They're more free, I have 2 days when my husband's home from work. So, yeah. That's what it is. If I don't get to do things sometimes, I'm spending time with him, doing things with him. Like, I'll tell you what we were doing today. I'll tell you that in a little bit. I have a list today. I made a list of things to talk about. Yeah. Sometimes I have nothing to talk about, and other days I have all kinds of things to talk about. Today's one of those days I think I just have lots and lots to talk about. So, yeah, see, Molly, we were outside. As a matter of fact, my face is hot right now. I think I got sun on my cheeks. I might got a little tiny bit of sunburn. Not bad, but just a little bit, maybe a little wind burn with the sun. I don't know. I need to diamond paint. Yes. Oh, your Dreamer Designs is no good to see? Oh, dear. Well, I know it would be confetti. Your symbols are hard. The one I got, which, I haven't worked on it yet, but I looked at it pretty close and my symbols seemed pretty good. They seemed pretty good. There was one or two that might have been a little fuzzy, but most of them seemed okay. Yes, thank you for working. Yes. People that are out there working, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's like my husband, he's out there every day doing his job, working overtime most of the time. A lot of the time, anyhow. But today, okay, wait, let's not start with today. Let me go back to a couple days ago. Let's do this in some sort of chronological order so I don't forget things. Okay? So a few nights ago, it was time to bring the ducks in. The ducks, they come in at dark or after dark, okay? They push it right to the last second. And sometimes my husband, he gets frustrated with them because they won't come in. Okay, they just won't come in, and he gets all, Summer Dreams. I don't remember which one Summer Dreams is. So, I don't know. Sometimes I have better luck than he does. Sometimes he can do it. Sometimes, it just depends. But I went out and I was getting ready to see if they were ready to come in. I was looking out the side window of our house at the pond to see if they were still in the pond, see if they were out, see if they were, thinking about coming in. All right. I looked out, and mind you, this is about 10 feet from my house. 10 feet, super close, where we have our little creek and our little bridge that heads down to the pond. I looked out, and at first I glanced out to see where the ducks were in the pond, and I kind of saw them down on the bank. And then on the little bridge, we call it the bridge, that goes over the little babbling brook, I looked and I was like, what in the world is that furry thing? A cat? Oh God, no, that's not a cat. That is a fox. I was like, oh my God, Dale, and I'm yelling at him. There's a fox out here. And that fox was cruising across the bridge, heading down the bank to where my ducks were. I went flying to the door, opened the door, flipped on the light, started just yelling, Dale. And then I'm certain I scared the fox off. Thank God I never saw where it went, but I know where it was headed. Right to my little duckies, right? And I was like, oh my God, oh goodness. Yeah. Hi, Sarah. Yeah. I was so that thing was 10 feet from the house. It was out there where I let my dogs out to go to the bathroom. It was headed down to the pond where the ducks were. And of course, the ducks, they just took off right into the pond. They were just boom, right into the pond, and I'm like, thank you for doing that, right? They're smart enough to know that they can go in the pond and they can probably stay away from things. So, whew, are you kidding? Now you guys know. When everybody's out there going, oh, look at that cute fox painting. Look at that cute little fox. And I'm like, okay, no, I don't think fox are all that cute because they want to come and eat my animals. Same thing with raccoons. Sure, there's lots of cute little paintings out there with fox and raccoons in them, but all I can think is, no, those are the things that like to try to eat my animals. No, they're not so cute. I was just like, I really did think it was a cat at first. I thought it was a cat. I was just like, are you kidding me? Are you joking right now? And I mean, it was just barely dark, you know? It wasn't like the middle of the night or anything. Barely dark. There's this fox. Goodness. What am I going to do, you guys? I feel like I'm waging a war against nature. We wage a war against nature out here. Oh, goodness. Like today, we're out building a fence today. Building a fence. Yep. Building a fence for my flower area. It's a pretty good sized area, actually. But we have to fence it in, because if we don't fence it in, you know something's going to come out there and just eat up all my hard work and all my flowers, right? So, yeah, we've been out there for a few hours building this fence. Building the fence out of pallets, like old pallets. And my husband's pretty slick. I mean, he's pretty good about stuff like that. He built our garden, our vegetable garden with the pallets. Yeah. I know, Vivian. That's what I'm thinking. The fox is bigger than my dogs, right? My little dogs. So for the last couple days when I let them out, I'm just like, oh, I got to be so careful. I got to just watch them when they're out there. Don't leave them unattended. Okay, Connie, that was the smartest thing to do. Connie, that's what I think we're going to have to do next time. Yeah. Mindy versus the Critters pay-per-view. I think if I was signed in, maybe had my discount code in, and then was able to go back and snag the paintings and be more prepared, I guess. I don't know. It was ridiculous. Anyhow, so I'm like, what? Who went? Oh, Maritza went and got some yarn. Did you go get yarn? I know. I gotta watch out for all my birds. Yeah. I don't know. Rowdy might take on the fox. He might. He's kind of that way, you know. He might. That's why they say having a rooster is good, though. Yeah. Oh, you guys. We might have to go on a little, I said to my husband, I said, we need a big dog. We need a big dog. I'll take the rooster. I'll take the attack rooster over the fox any day. Yeah, I can deal with that much better. On that front, on the Rowdy front, you guys, I'm working on it. Okay. I got a new plan in place with Rowdy. Okay. So here's the things I've been doing with Rowdy. Let me tell you. Our birds love snacks. Like they like lettuce. They like the heels of the bread. You know, we don't eat those. They like that. They like old biscuits. They like just any kind of scrap stuff that we're not eating. Fruits, vegetables. They love bread though. Oh my gosh, they love bread. But so here's my plan lately. I have anything to feed to them, and I go out and I stand on the edge of our deck, which looks out over the back, the wild out back there, and I start calling them up. Come on, chickies, let's go. Come on up. And I'm like, come on, Rowdy. And I call Rowdy, specifically call Rowdy, right? Come on, Rowdy. Right? And then when he gets up there, and I wait for him to get up there, then I start throwing out the bread or lettuce or whatever, okay? reading chat. Sorry, reading chat. And so I make sure I directly throw some stuff at Rowdy so that he gets it. Because if you've ever, fed, like, we only have 10 hens and then him, but they are, whoa, they're quick. They are like, whew, they're on that bread or lettuce or whatever it is, like, instant almost. So I make sure that I get some right directly to him as I'm calling his name. Now, I'm thinking, if he sees me as this person who comes out and feeds me goodies, right? Gives me treats, he might like me a little better. And so, I haven't gotten too close to him, but I've been out and about in the yard, and he's nearby, and he doesn't seem to, come over to me just because I'm there. But I'm like, okay, just keep feeding him. Feed him some treats, feed him some goodies, and see if I can befriend him through food, right? I'll make a friend of him with food. And, it seems to be going pretty good. Not that I've given him the opportunity to charge me or anything, but, he seems to come up for the food. He likes that. But now remind you, I'm up on the deck. I'm not close to him, So I'm still keeping my distance, but I'm just feeding him some food. So that's one thing. I've been doing that. And then my husband, a couple nights this week, has gone out as we're closing everybody up and whatnot. And we go out and we get in the chicken coop. And I have him pick up Rowdy. He just picks him up. And he picks him up and he holds him. And then I pet all the girls. I'm like, hi, girls. And I'm petting the girls. And then I'll pet Rowdy while he's holding him, Just hold him, and I'll pet him. Glad to inspire you to crochet. Oh, crocheting. Still working on my blanket. Just reading chat, you guys, see what you guys are talking about. Yeah, Suzanne, I know. That's what my sister says. I'm not to that point yet where I'm comfortable holding him. We'll see. We're getting there. One step at a time. One step at a time. Yeah. So he's been okay, and I think if I just keep feeding him some food, going out there at night with my husband, and just letting him know I can touch these girls, I can pet these girls, I'm not hurting anybody. Look, I can even touch you, I can pet you, slowly but surely. I think we're kind of getting a little more understanding here. But I'll keep working on it because, this summer, it's time for me to be outside and doing things and working in the yard and whatnot. And I'm not going to be out there worried that this rooster's going to come up from behind and attack me or something, I don't need that in my life. As long as the girls aren't around, I don't think he's going to bother me. It's when the girls are right there, he gets a little worked up, Like my husband was out there the other day even, and he got out a bag of mealworms. Mealworms are gross, but look, that just took all my wax right there. I put an AB on there and it just took my wax. So he had this bag of mealworms, and he was shaking it, making noise with the bag, rattling it, and all the girls came running up, right? They come flying on up, and he got a little nervous. He gets a little agitated. You can see him kind of just bouncing around from foot to foot, like, ooh, yeah. So he was getting a little nervous, and I'm like, oh, watch out, honey. And he goes, no, he's getting a little irritated. Girls are all flocking around me because I got this bag of mealworms, and he gets a little annoyed. He didn't do anything. He just started dancing a little bit and puffing up his chest like, I'm the big guy here. What are you doing? But he didn't really do anything. So, but we're going to get this worked out. We're going to get this worked out. We have to, because this is my house, this is my property, and he's a guest here, so we're going to work this out. Little by little. But I really, I told my husband after the whole fox thing the other day, I'm like, I'm ready to get some big dog, because my little dogs aren't any, challenge to the wildlife, although they're dachshunds, and dachshunds were bred to be badger dogs, go into badger holes and get the badgers out for the farmers and whatnot. They're supposed to be tough little things, but I don't know if they'd take on a fox or not. I just don't know. I don't know if the fox would be scared of them. I think we need some big farm herding kind of dog, That might be how I get my big dog that I want. Honey, we really need one. We really need one to protect our flock, right? That's what we need. Maybe I can get a big dog that way. We'll see. Oh boy. You guys talking about what time y'all get your email. Yeah, if we start running out of meat, there you go. I can have grilled chicken. I don't know if it would be any good though. Hi, Melody. Look, I'm working on you, Melody. I'm working on Melody. I know Melody got this. She said she had to. Because it's named after her, or, has the same name as her. So, Chihuahua Terrier mix goes after everything. Oh. Even skunks. Well, I don't know. My dogs would bark. I know they would bark. They bark at everything, They bark at the wind. They bark at a leaf. But I just don't know if their bark would be enough to scare a fox away if they were outside, I mean, that was pretty brazen of that fox to be that close to my house. I've seen them, out in the back. I've seen them over by the pond. I saw one day on the other side of the pond. When I think about where my ducks went to, there's really not a whole lot of guessing to that, right? When the ducks were hanging out in back by the river, well, hello. You just served yourself up on a platter out there, right? Served yourself up on the platter, because that river, it's not like our pond. The river's narrow and the river's pretty shallow. And I'm sure if the ducks, scooted out into the river, that would not be any detriment to the fox. A fox would have gone out in that river, no problem. But the pond, now that's a little different. The pond's big, it's wide. I mean, I know fox can swim and stuff too, but I'm not certain how good of a hunter they are in water trying to chase ducks around. But anyhow, I'm just glad I was there when I was there and nobody was harmed. But a big dog, like a Great Pyrenees, that's what they're bred for. They're bred to be herding, protecting kind of dogs. Maybe I could get what's the dog I want? My mind went blank. What kind of dog do I want? Can't remember. How come I can't remember? It'll come to me. I don't know if they're a flock protection dog or not, but I don't know. We need something. I can't be out there watching them all the time. We have lights that come on automatically out of the chicken coop. If something comes by, motion detector. But I don't know if that's enough to scare off, fox or whatnot. But anyhow, it's the wild around here. A remote control car. There you go. Would it go off automatically? Yeah. If I could get it to go off automatically, like motion detector. You've been working on Melody? You've been working on Melody. What? No fried chicken, fried in Crisco in a cast iron skillet, mashed potatoes and gravy. What? Hey, nature girl, how are you? This is Melody, the 70s hippie chick from Diamond Art Club. This is what we're calling the Melodies of May. Kiss My Crafts and Principal Painter and I are working on Melody, and we are blinging her out with all the ABs and sparklers and stuff that we can put on her, making her just pow. Check it out, man. Check out their videos too. Um, if Maritza or Molly or one of you can like link their channels, that would be awesome. Roast chicken and roast veggies with gravy. Yeah. Yummy. I just wanted a grilled chicken sandwich today. Seriously. Just a grilled chicken sandwich. Who's Enrique? What? Who you eating Enrique? Who's that? I missed something. Molly. Border Collie. Yeah? Border Collie's herd. I don't know how they are at protection. Kiss My Crafts. Principal Painter. Yeah. So, Bernice Mountain Dog. There we go. I told you it would come to me. Bernice Mountain Dog. I want a Bernese Mountain Dog in the worst way. Have you guys seen a Bernese Mountain Dog? See what they look like? They look like these big teddy bears, right? I want one in the worst way. Now, I don't know if they'd be good protection dogs outside, but if I could convince my husband that they were, and that they would help protect the chickens and the ducks, maybe I could get one that way, because they're big, hairy things, you know? And he's always said, no, that dog's too big, too hairy. I'm like, but, I really want one. I really, 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 really want one. You guys are so pretty. Maybe someday. I could train it to be a flock protection dog, right? They're big. I mean, a dog that big would have to scare something. Just sheer size would have to be frightening, wouldn't it? Even if they do look like a big old teddy bear, just lovable and huggable and whatnot. I don't know. If I was a fox, I'd be scared of it. Just because it's so big. They get to be like 80 pounds, 90 pounds. Males can be even bigger, you know? They're big dogs. But they're beautiful. Beautiful. Kara, the whole toenail thing. I was up late trying to figure out the toenails. Yeah. I had 2 or 3 different things on there until I finally, yes, Sarah, Melody is so gorgeous. Border Collies are smart. You gotta watch them. They're a handful too. Yeah, they're a handful. I'm gonna be checking on Monday, see if there's anything available on Monday that I wanted. I am. Oh yeah, the Venice was pretty too. It was squares though, wasn't it? Yeah, it was squares. Oh boy. I know it was general to everybody, right? So that's why I'm thinking they might not have any more. I don't know. Molly is very pretty though. Oh, talking about fried chicken. Yeah. So we have, and my daughter still does have, and we've had in the past Australian Shepherds, which are herding dogs. Help you herd things and get them back where they're supposed to be. They might help herd the ducks, but I don't know about protection. I don't know about protecting things. Anyhow, yeah, but toenails. I was working on toenails until about 12:30 last night. Hi, Claudette. Yeah, they do look like St. Bernards. They're very pretty. They're blacker than St. Bernards, more black. Yeah. So. Oh, Ice Princess, Sarah, you would love Ice Princess. If you get the first version where it's the whole girl, that's one I did. Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. Oh, it's one of my top 3. One of my top 3 paintings is that one, the Ice Princess. She's still just leaning out there in my hallway, just leaning out there. I'm going to do a video pretty soon to show my most recent completed paintings, like within the last, several months. I've done quite a few. Yeah. I have a bunch that I haven't framed yet, too. Like the Christmas one, the house, the living room with the fireplace I haven't framed. My Mystical Diamond art is not framed. Got a couple of others that aren't framed. The Owl Mystery painting's not framed. I was doing so good framing stuff. Cheryl, I did 2 versions because, I don't know. They thought that you get more detail in the girl if they zoomed in and just did like, the top of her head and body and whatnot. I think that's why. That's all I can say. I think that's why. But, I mean, I think when you lost the whole dress at the bottom and the snow leopard, it just, that's like with Little Red Riding Hood. That's why I wanted her. I don't need all of the just, here's my face, big face, I liked the detail with the dress and the tights and the little wolves and all of the full experience. You know what I mean? That's what I liked about that one. Yeah. That's what I liked about it. So we'll see. We'll see if I can get it someday. If not, there's going to be something else, Hopefully they're going to have more stuff next week, and we'll see what comes up next week. So there you go. Everything I'm saying is delayed for Maritza. Oh my goodness. Hey Lynn, how you doing? They didn't like it, so they made her limited edition and cropped it out. But then they keep coming out with more of the first edition as well, right? Yeah. Oh, fan cells. Oh no. Your whole wish list was gone on fan cells? I haven't had that happen. I got a couple things in fan cells. I have fan cells orders coming, hopefully soon. Yeah, I hope it's coming soon. I know, poor Maritza. She's stuck in New York City, can't go out, doesn't have good internet. Oy vey. Ice Princess is gorgeous, Sarah. Just gorgeous. Yeah, very well. She has a lot of pink. They do a lot of pink in her face. They do. Hey, Ruby Q, how are you? Hey, Mama. Oh, yeah. So, anyhow, talked about Rowdy. Talked about the Fox. Talked about DAC. Yeah. So, my husband had Friday off from work because he gets a lot of time. I mean, he gets like one day every pay period. Every 2 weeks, I think, he gets a day. And because we didn't take our spring break trip, where he would have used up some days, he's just got days just, accumulating all over the place. So if you don't use these vacation days, you lose them. So he's been taking off like Fridays. So he took off this Friday, he took off. And we did some things around the house. Well, one of the things we did is we walked up to the gas station, which has a Speedway, and we walked up to get lunch, right? We do that, fairly regularly. So we walked up to get Subway. And I'll tell you, when I got into Subway, it was one of those feelings where I was like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to talk about it again, but it was just like, it was weird. It was creepy. It just felt creepy, because, they've got the plexiglass stuff hanging. It's a gas station too, right? So there's a gas station counter, and then right next to it is the Speedway, not the Speedway, geez, oh Pete's, the Subway counter. But they got, the plexiglass hanging to protect the cashiers from people. people are coming in and out now because now, we're supposed to be wearing masks in Michigan when we go in places. It was just eerie feeling. I was just like, oh, I just don't like this. Anyhow, there's that. Okay. Um, oh, your Melody has rainbow sparkler toenails. I tried those for a minute. I tried those for a minute. Uh-huh. And no, was it rainbow I tried? I don't know. I tried something. And I didn't. Oh, I tried the peacock sparklers. I tried at first because they're supposed to be green, and I thought peacock would be brighter, but they didn't show up very well. So I ended up with hot pink toenails. Hot pink. Yeah, hot pink. So anyhow, um, got our Subway, went next door to the restaurant bar that's closed, sat on the swings, ate our Subway, and then we came home. Now, mind you, I went to the bathroom twice at the gas station. I went to the bathroom when we first got there, and I went to the bathroom when we left there to walk home. Okay? Yeah. So, of course, I had a drink with my Subway, and then we headed out to come home. It's a mile. It's a mile from the gas station to my house. And it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And we get to our street. We're on our street. And I'm like, honey, I've got to pee. I have got to pee, got to pee. I got to go now. I'm not even going to make it to our house. Which is about, a 1/10 to 2/10 of a mile from where we were. And I'm like, I gotta go. I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it home. And he's like, well, okay, then just go right over there. We live on a dirt road, right? And there's hardly anybody here. Just go right over there, by that rock over there and just, go. Here's a napkin. I'm like, okay, now this is not unusual. Okay, it's not unusual. I'm no stranger to peeing outside. Don't get me wrong. I pee outside. I live in the country. I pee outside. Oh, shoot. There I go again. There goes my white wax out of my... Oh, goodness. Hey, Jennifer. How you doing? So I go over by the rock, and I'm like, okay, I'm pretty well hidden from the road and everything else. Let me go to the bathroom, because I gotta go. Thank you, Jennifer. Aren't they pretty? Oh, did you miss the discussion about the toenails? We're all having issues with the toenails. Seriously. Maritza and Kara and I. It's a toenail kind of day. Anyhow. So I go over there, and I get by the rock. Okay? And I get into my position. And then I realize, crap, I'm like tripping on something. What am I tripping on? I'm like, shoot, there's like fence, like fencing, like metal fence. There's a piece of fence. It's on the ground, and I'm stepping on it, and it's like springy, and it's like bouncing around, and I'm like, oh, shoot, man. And, I'm not in a position to mess around with this fence, and I'm just trying to do my thing. And then the next thing that happens to me, you guys, is this branch comes zipping at me, and it's got thorns. Can you see my thumb? I don't know if you can see my thumb. Let me see. Let me move it down. Let me see. Can you see my thumb right here? See that big, yeah. See the big line on my thumb? That's a scratch from this thorny bush. So here I am, my pants around my ankles. I'm springing up and down on this piece of fence that's hidden underneath all the other branches, getting attacked by the thorny bush. And what happens? What do you think happens at that point? a truck, one of the semi trucks, heading down to the pallet factory, comes turning around the corner. And I'm like, oh crap. Oh, here I am in all my glory, messing with the fence, getting attacked by the thorny bush, pants around my ankles, and here comes a truck. Oh my goodness. Well, hi and bye, Elizabeth. Seriously. Thank you for that, Jennifer. Thumbs up. Thank you. Yeah, seriously. I'm like, okay, so it's good night, Gwenda. It's a semi truck, right? They don't normally go that fast down our road. They normally go kind of slow. Not this guy. Oh my gosh. Not this guy. No. He turns the corner. He's flying. And I'm like, okay, I gotta go. Quick. Oh my goodness. Okay. Got my little napkin. I'm like, okay, I gotta go. And I was like literally like pulling my pants up and standing up. And here he is. I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm like, honey, the least you could have done is come over here and stand in front of me or something. And then he said, well, we kind of got a kick out of it. And I was like, I bet, I'm sure. He said, yeah, he looked over at you and then he looked over and he saw me in the road and he just kind of shook his head. And I was like, oh boy. And you know what? I said to him, I said, do you know that I see that guy like often, he's gonna see me again and oh man. Oh yeah. Peeing in the woods. Yeah, peeing in the woods. Oh my goodness. Oh. Hi Delma. Welcome to my crazy story about trying to go pee. Oh goodness. You'd think I could have made it home from the gas station, right? But no. And it was that's how close the guy was in the truck. I looked up and I saw his face and I recognized him because he's one of the regular guys that, up and down the road in the semi. And it's like, okay, all right. Hi there. What are you going to do? I don't think he saw much, but still. Yeah, and then I get out of the bush and I'm like, dang it, honey. And then I got attacked in there. And I'm bleeding. My thumb's bleeding all over. I'm like, look, I'm bleeding. And he's like, what got you? And I was like, a thorny bush thing. Thorny bush. Oh, goodness. So there's my adventure the other day. That was fun. Mm-hmm. Oh, boy. Yeah, to be a guy, right? To be a man. He could have just turned around, faced the farmer's field. Nobody would have known. Well, they would have known. They would have known what he was doing, I'm sure, but, wouldn't have been as big a deal. When we do it, it's like, hello world. Hello. Oh, cow. So there's that. Yeah, that was fun. Oh, boy. New York is huge. So we're getting an Australia lesson. I'm missing the whole Australia lesson. But I can go back and figure it out later. I know, I had to go. Oh, Maritza, you can go talk to your boyfriend. Don't forget to watch Maritza's videos too, you guys, because she's part of this whole Melodies of May thing. Gotta watch her videos. She's a hoot, you gotta watch her. DP Addiction Adventures is Jennifer Roberts. And there she goes. No, I'm Jennifer Roberts. Yeah. Who was a history major? Molly. You You've done all kinds of stuff. You were a history major? Huh. Yep, Maritza is in New York City. New York, New York. Yep. I'm going to go see her someday. I like New York City. Been there a few times. I couldn't live there. I could not live there. I can visit, but I could never live there. Too much stuff. Too many people. Too many neighbors. I like my space. Places I can pee outside, you know. I bet people pee outside New York City too. But, you know, without being seen. That's the key. That's the key right there. Peeing outside without being seen. I can do that pretty much anywhere on my property if I want, except the front yard. You know, couldn't go pee in the front yard. But there's lots of other places. Okay, I'm done talking about that. Done talking about peeing. Oh, goodness. So, today, let's go to today. Today's adventure is putting in this fence for the flower area. We actually have cleared out a bunch of space. There's a big space back there. And I'm going to be able to plant a lot of flowers. And it's a good thing because downstairs, my trays, the plants that I planted already, the seeds I planted, they are growing like crazy. Growing like crazy. And so they're going to be ready to be transplanted here pretty soon. I need a little light, just a little light on the subject. So, yeah, hopefully we can get that in pretty quickly. So I will have a place to start planting all these seedlings because they are really, really growing. You couldn't get a job as a history major? Is that what your mom was trying to say? History majors can't get a job? I'm talking to her and she's not here. I know that. Oh, boy. History was one of my minors when I went to college. History and English. Yep. So those are my two minors. So I like history. But I gotta hand it to my husband. He is very, very handy. He really is. He is quite handy. So he has figured out how to put these pallets together. And of course I'm making videos, you know. Put these pallets together to make this fence. And he's using like some old lumber that we had laying around, some 2x4s and some, I don't know, some 1x1s. I don't know what they are. I don't know exactly. But he's learning how to use those to make stakes to put down between the pallets to hold them together and hold them in the ground and level them and all this other stuff. So I would say I was out there making a fence, but really I was out there as the assistant. I'm the assistant, right? He's like, hand me the level. Okay, where's the shovel? Here's the shovel. How about this? Okay, where's this? Hi, 508 Diva. How are you? Yeah, you're excited? So am I. I love it. It's so pretty. Upcycling. Well, there you go. It's upcycling. It's using all of this stuff that's just been laying around because you can get pallets for free everywhere, you know, and we have just tons of them. And so it's going to be a wonderful fence. He's got it going pretty good. All I had to do was hand him things and assist, right? I assist. I feel like I didn't do much today except, you know, here's this, here's that, here's the, you know, drill, here's this, here's that. But we got the whole back wall in today. I say we, you know, got the whole back wall in and started up the side. And he finally came in when I did to make some dinner and whatnot and get ready to go live. And he thought it looked like it was going to rain. So he gathered up his stuff and he brought it all in. But I'm sure we'll be back out there again tomorrow. And maybe, you know, he'll have to go to work next week. I don't know if he's working late or not. He never really knows if he's working late until he gets there and the situation unfolds, we'll say, and they'll ask him to do this late job or whatnot. But if we have time, because it is staying dark much later these days. I mean, it stays dark until about 9 o'clock, So if he feels like it and comes home and maybe, puts in one pallet a night, maybe we can get it done pretty soon. So, yeah, that'll be nice to have that ready to go. It's turning out really good. Well, I am so glad you are here, Diva. Thank you for coming. It's wonderful. Yes, Cheryl, there are a lot of diamond painting channels. Yes. Yeah, Sherry's doing that. Get your big on with, okay. My mind just went blank. Hi, Linda. How are you? I'm glad you're here for the first time. Yep, handy husbands. They're nice. Now, there's always the little, psst, little spat once in a while. But, what do you mean? What do you mean? What, we think that's crooked? Well, it's not going to be perfect. I'm like, no, you're doing fine. You're doing great. You're doing great. Yes, Linda, you can certainly ask a question about drills. What is your question? Oh, Sarah, you're going to start a channel? Oh, a post review of Moon Glow. So what are you calling your channel, Sarah? Yeah, we've been outside all day too, Kathleen. Came in, made dinner, went live. Melissa B, thank you. That's who it is. Melissa B. Yeah. That's who it is. Yeah, ask away, ask away. It was a beautiful day to be outside here. I mean, it was 70. It was gorgeous. My husband, we went somewhere today. Where did we go? We went to get lunch. Is that all we did? We went up to McDonald's to get lunch. Yeah. Came back. He took a nap. It's like, I'm going to go change into my shorts. And then we're going to head outside and start working. I'm like, okay. He headed to the bedroom and didn't emerge. I was like, I was waiting for him to come back with his shorts on. No, he didn't come out. And I'm like, okay. I kind of walked down that way and I'm like, oh, he's sleeping. He's sleeping. Okay, I'll just go back out into the kitchen and I'll just work on my painting. But while he was sleeping, I did what did I do? I finished up this edge of the blanket here and I worked on the bottom of her bongo drum here. Got that finished. And the foot. All while he took his nap. So it was a fairly good length nap, I'd say. So okay, now I lost what I was saying again. Oh, getting his shorts on. And I'm like, you're really gonna wear shorts? You're gonna wear shorts. Oh, Linda, are you doing a square? Are you doing a square? Or is it a round? Square. There it is, square. Oh, you're not sure what the name's gonna be yet? Sarah's Crafty Aussie Adventures. Whoa, we're going on an adventure with Sarah. Take the plunge, she says. Take the plunge. I know, Kathleen. It's a weird size, that one. Kathleen and I were talking frames. I need a frame for a painting. So is it an older one, Linda, your kit? Because some of them were a little gappier than others. They had some for a while that the square drills I know were a little gappier. And then I think they maybe changed their drill supplier. I don't know. Some gapping is okay. I mean, something's okay as long as it's not extreme, I guess. But I don't know. Is yours really bad or is it just sort of? But he did. He put on his shorts, finally got up from his nap, and had his shorts on, and we went out and we got started with what we were doing. And we made good progress. Good progress. Oh, I know what we did. I know the other thing we did before we went to McDonald's. Um, he finished mowing the lawn. I was like, I don't know, doing some dishes, doing something, scheduling my live, all those little things that I do, tinkering around. And he was mowing the lawn because he started that Friday night and finished it up this morning. And then I realized he's out there and he's getting stuff out, like getting stuff out of the garage and things like that, like the outdoor decorations. And he's putting things out. And I was like, oh, well, what's he doing? What is he doing? Make a wish and take a bite. Keep going. There you go. They tend to fall in place. There you go. Keep going. There you go. Cheryl, I would love to know how you do that, make your own frames. I would love to know how you make them. Get up and look at it. There you go. Step back. What's it look like from afar? How's that foot look? So we got out all the, he got out my fairy garden containers and got them, put into the place where they go. Not that they have plants in them or anything, because, it's not time to plant in Michigan yet, folks. It's just not. You can't take that chance yet. So got out all the little things he'd taken out, like solar lights and whirly-giggy things. Whirly-gigs, you like that? Whirly-gigs. All the little like lawn decoration things that go in my flower beds and whatnot. So we spent some time this morning doing that, getting all that out and about. I got some weeding to do, boy. Got some weeding to do. I do. We did a lot of like fall cleanup, where we took down all of the dead stuff from the fall, got it all cleaned up. But there's weeds growing already. There are weeds. Got to get out there and pull them weeds. And I put preen, garden fertilizer, and weed killer all in one in my gardens. And so I'll get all the weeds out and I'll give it a good sprinkle of preen. Then, that's the other thing we did. Okay. I love my chickens. I do. I love my chickens. But sometimes they are royal pain in the tuchus. Royal pain in the tuchus. Because my chickens love my flower beds. Love my flower beds. They like to get in the flower beds and they like to scratch around in the mulch. Just dig around and dig around in the mulch. Okay? And they don't mean to hurt my plants, right? They don't mean to. But inadvertently, they are like digging in the plants. Yeah. Wrecking my tulips. Wrecked my tulips right out in front. Just kind of destroying things. My husband always says, he says, love them chickens. Gotta love them chickens. He says, I keep telling you, he says, chickens are flower beds. Chickens are flower beds. And I'm like, okay, we're going to figure out how to make this work so I can have both the chickens and flower beds. All right? Now, the chickens only like to scratch in the flower beds that have mulch. Wood, PVC, tin. Whoa. Okay, Cheryl, you got to send some pictures or something because those sound interesting. Wow. So they like the flower beds that have mulch because they dig and they scratch the mulch away because underneath the mulch are bugs. That's where the bugs are, right? And so they're digging for bugs underneath the mulch. Now, if I have a couple flower beds that don't have any mulch, and you know what? You never see the chickens in there. They don't care about those because there's no scratching around. They don't dig in the dirt. They only just fluff up the mulch and look underneath and find the bugs. So this is what we did today. Last year we bought fence like nice decorative kind of wire fence. It doesn't block the view of the flower beds at all. I can still see all the flowers just perfectly fine, but it just served as a little barrier, a little like, wait a minute, think about it. You can't go in there. No. Well, they still do. They have figured out how to get through the gaps and they get in. I'm like, dang it, that didn't work. Okay. So, what we did this morning is we took like netting, like people put over their fruit trees and stuff like that. And we lined all of the fence with netting. Yep. Well, we did one, two, like 3 different flower beds. And so now it's all lined with this mesh net kind of stuff. So if they try to go through the little gaps in the fence, they're going to go blank, blank, and they're going to hit the net. So I'm like, haha, you can't get in. You can't get in. So we're going to see if that works, if that keeps them out. The only way that they could get in now is they would have to actually fly. They'd have to take flight and fly up over the fence to get in. So we're going to see if this works and keeps them out. Hopefully it keeps them out. Have fun, Carolyn. Movie night. Hope you're watching something good. PVC comes in so many colors. Colors? Where do you find PVC in colors? Start with the PVC, cut a slit. Okay, I gotta see. You gotta send some pictures. Look for my email and some of my videos. It's in all my videos. Send me some pictures. I want to see what you're doing. Wow. Yeah, I'm intrigued by all of that. You got to send me some pictures so I can see that. So everybody can see it. I'll share it with people, man. But yeah, hopefully, this netting is going to keep those sweet little girls out of my flower beds. Keep your fingers crossed, because I literally had tulips coming up out right in front, right there, right in front of my window there, right in front of my porch. These beautiful tulips were coming up. And I looked out and I was like, oh my gosh, they're all like mangled and, girls, girls, And then, of course, there were like 4 left, 4 tulips that were going to bloom. And we're out there this morning putting up the netting on the inside of the fence. My husband's in there in the flower bed, and I have to keep saying, watch it, honey, there's a plant. And he's like, do you want to do this? I'm like, I'm just saying there's a plant right there. Try not to step on it, And so he's doing the front flower bed right out there. And it's got 1 foot between the hostas and the tulips and 1 between, something else. And he went to move and kicked his foot over to take a step. Wiped out 2 tulips. I was like, I'm trying not to be, upset. I'm trying not to be angry in any way. But I was just like, oh man, honey, oh, you got the tulips. Oh, just busted 2 of them off. Busted 2 of them right off. No real skills needed to be creative and busy. Oh, you work in a hospital, Cheryl? Oh my goodness, please be careful there. Oh. Yes, be careful. I gotta see those. Totally. We need pictures. Oh, and there's a website too that shows you how to do that? Okay. Yeah. All right. So of course he thinks, that I'm being, angry or critical or, he's ready to just, I'll just quit then, right? And I'm like, no, I know, I'm sorry, I'm not saying that. But he takes the one tulip and he just pitches it out in the yard. And I was like, okay. Well, after we were done with that flower bed, I go out in the yard. I find my little tulip, right? And I bring my little tulip in and I put it in a vase with some water. And guess what? It's opening. It's actually opening. Even though I didn't get to enjoy it outside in the front, in the little flower garden, it's opening up inside in the vase. So I'm still getting to enjoy it. Man. I tell you, if it's not the wildlife, it's my own critters causing problems. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? So we got that done. So we've been pretty productive today. We actually got a lot of things done today. Doesn't seem like it because, but we've been busy just doing stuff. Doing. So every little thing, every little thing. So before it is time for me to go, which it's not right now, but before it's time for me to go, I wanted to ask you guys about something. And see what your thoughts are. Tubes, Lumnet, Metastand. Oh my goodness. Wow. Very interesting. Oh, you retired and you went back? Oh. Well, bless your heart. Just bless your heart. You got Ice Princess out? Like, get going. She's beautiful. No matter what, she's beautiful. I do have Instagram. Yes. You can share them with me there too. So today or yesterday, one of those days, I don't know for sure. I noticed that I hit 2,500 subscribers, and I was like, "Oh man, really? Wow, just wow, right?" I mean, little old me that just sits here and rambles on, and half the time I don't have a plan for what I'm doing. I just have 2,500 subscribers. That's just mind-boggling. All right, blows my mind. And you guys, thank you so much for that. Right? I still am shocked. It's amazing. Okay. But here's what I wanted to talk to you about, and just kind of get a sense of what your take would be. I recently was notified by YouTube that I qualify for something called memberships. All right. And I was like, what in the world is that? I had heard Stitcherista talk about having new members. And I was like, okay, I don't know anything about that. So I started looking into it. And here's what I learned. Is basically memberships is like your viewers could pay a small monthly fee, like $2, $4, $5 a month. And what members get is special things. So it's kind of like, if anybody's familiar with Patreon, I know some people are Patreons and they have people that support their channels monetarily each month through Patreon. And it's kind of just like that, except it's through YouTube itself. And it's just called memberships. And so I started looking at it, and I've started setting it up, actually. I will just tell you, I've started setting it up. Kind of started thinking about what tiers I could have, how much it would be to have that tier, and what kind of benefits members would get for each price at each different tier. Okay. Um, Videos would stay exactly the same. I mean, all the videos would still go out that you see and whatnot, and none of that would change. Okay. Um, so I've been kind of working it through. So like if you yeah, it is YouTube's version of Patreon. It's exactly what that is. Okay. Um, so like, and if I do this, I'll put a video out and explain it all and everything. It just comes up on the channel. Like when you look at my channel or whatnot, there's a little button or something that would say, sign up or become a member. It says something like that. And you would just click on it, and then you can go in and you can see what your benefits would be for this, $2 a month or whatever. Um, so it's things like, you get a special icon by your name. Like when you comment, you get special icons. If you're in a live, you get a special icon. I kind of set those up already, the icons. You can get special emojis that you can use. Then the things that I would do are things like you get little shout outs in videos or in lives that you're a member. And I talk about you. um, get some extra little clips that nobody else gets to see kind of thing. So I'm just kind of toying with some of the things that you might want or like to see. I mean, I know I have several people that will message me and they just want to chit chat, want to talk, want to hear more. We could do, and I would totally ask you guys some of the things that you would be interested in, like maybe personal membership lives or send you little pictures or send you little, you know, however you say those things, gifts, GIFs, gifts. I think they're gifts. Little funnies, little pictures, stuff like that. That would just be for members. The possibilities are endless, really, what we could do, or I could do. And I'm just kind of thinking about it. Wondered what anybody would think about it. I hear what Molly says. I heard Molly. Molly's like, go for it. But I didn't know what anybody else would think about it. So I'm just giving it some thought. So, neonatal. Ah. Sorry, reading chat again, you guys. Lost the iris, or not the iris, what'd you lose? Roses? Retiring it's very different. I officially put in all of my paperwork this week with the retirement system. Officially did it. Yep, filled out everything I needed to fill out and hit the button. Hit the button. Yeah. I paused for a moment or two when I did that. I looked at it and talked about it with my husband and verified with him that was everything that we talked about and how I would, claim everything and whatnot. And whew, scared me to death. Scared me to death. Because now I need to get a job. Now I need a job. Isn't that something? I'm retiring in 5 weeks and I need a job. Yeah. It's terrible. It's terrible, but my retirement's not going to be that great. So I need a job. So bad time to be looking for a job, right? When we were up at the gas station today, though, we were talking to the manager up there. It's like, hey, Josh, how you doing? You guys hiring people? And he goes, yeah, we are going to be doing a little hiring. He said, hopefully we're going to be needing a little more help. And I was like, oh, my husband's asking him, so what's the rate of pay? And he's telling him, what about this? He's telling him. I'm like, he says, okay, see, there you go. We live a mile from the gas station. I could go work at the gas station. I was a cashier at my mom and dad's, business for how many years? I could work at the gas station. It's a mile from my house. Oh my gosh. On nice days, I could even walk up there, go to work, come home. What do you think? I'll need a job. I will need a job. A little bit of money I make on YouTube isn't going to do it, guys. It's just not going to do it. I'd like to say I could sell flowers, make some extra money selling flowers, but that's totally a gamble at this point. You have to have some place to sell them, right? And right now, I don't even know, like farmers markets and stuff, which would be one of the main places I could think of. I don't even know if those are going to be, I just don't know. It's kind of scary out there right now. Kind of scary. But I'm going to have to go back to work, Suzanne. I'm going to have to get some sort of job. It will have nothing to do with teaching, though. I will tell you that. Nothing to do with teaching. Yeah. Because Suzanne, I just can't do it anymore. Just cannot do it. No. And like I said earlier, when I'm sitting here in these meetings the last couple weeks and they're making all these plans for next year and how they're going to spend their money and things they're going to do, and I'm just like, oh, nope, no, no, I wouldn't be doing that. Nope. So, no, I just can't do that. Oh, yeah, stories. Oh, Cheryl, stories. Oh, my goodness. I'm sure you have stories. I know I got stories, right? I got stories I could tell you right now, except it's, too close. I can't, yeah. Can't talk about too much right now that has to do with work. But I just know that there's things that they're planning on doing for the next year. And now with everything that's happened this year and going back next year, it's just going to be, I don't know, it's going to be a hot mess, I think. Kids who haven't been in school for the last several months, things are going to be different. We don't even know what things are going to look like in the fall when it will be time to go back to school, I can't do it. It's changed. It's so hard. It really is. It's just, if Mystery is still here, I'm sure she would verify that it's tough out there in the teaching streets, it's, oof. And I'm tired. I'm just tired. If it's not the kids and the behavior issues or the parents or administration or upper administration or the state and all their regulations, there's just so much, you guys. I mean, it has been a great ride. It has been a great career. I have many wonderful stories and memories and whatnot, but I'm too old for this now. I toyed around with it for a minute before I really hit all the right buttons and sent everything on its merry way. And I said, do I want to retire now? Do I want to try to hold out for a couple more years? And then all of this stuff happens and I'm just like, no, just no. Nope, I can't. Can't do it. So, anyhow. Thank you, Molly. Yeah. Oh, Lynn. Good night, Lynn. Oh. Psychologists do well is right. Really? You write a lot, Molly? Hmm. I mean, my husband even says that to me. He said, well, you could teach. I have one of my friends that I taught with for many years, and she is getting all set up to do this online teaching where you teach English, and it's mainly to children in China. You teach English online to them, and she's all excited about it. She retired about 2 or 3 years ago now, 2 or 3. She was young when she retired too, you guys. I think she was only like 53 or something, and she retired. Um, and she's just been doing some other jobs, like she worked at a care facility, and then she worked taking care of her dad for a while. I think the state paid for an aid worker or something, and she did that. Um, and now she's setting herself up to do this teaching online, teaching English. And she's all excited about the lessons and props and setting up a backdrop behind her and all of this stuff. And as she talked about it, I had thought about it. I really did. I thought about doing that when I retired. And as I hear her and all the preparation and all the work and all, I'm like, no, that's not why I'm retiring. I'm retiring so that I can, who was it? Molly, right? It was Molly. Recently, you and I were talking, wasn't it? And talking about your husband. Yeah, it was you talking about your husband. And that when he retired, right? And then eventually he got a job, like a part-time job or whatever, but a job that allowed him to have freedom, to feel like he didn't have to work. He didn't have to be there. He could leave if he wanted to. It was just a freeing kind of feeling to have that kind of job, right? That's what I want. I want a job where I'm like, I'm here because I want to be here. I don't have to be here. I could leave if I wanted. It's not essential. It's just a whole different kind of feeling, My husband has said we could go back and sub. Well, I can't really. I'm not allowed in my state to sub for the first year after I retire, for sure. And then if I can sub later, there's all kinds of rules and regulations about it. So, yeah, I'm just like, no, I don't want to do that either. I don't want to, I want to do something that's totally like, I go, put in some time, put some stuff on a shelf, and have no responsibilities and walk out the door and just go home and I'm done. And to know that I don't have to do it. I don't have to do it. I don't have to put up with bureaucracy. I don't have to put up with confusion and commotion. If there's something I don't like, I can just be like, I'm done. Peace, I'm out, Yeah. That's what I'm looking forward to. I mean, I need the job just for some extra income because I can't get Social Security yet. Too young for that. So I just want a job for a few years until I can draw Social Security. And then I'll feel like financially I'll be okay, So just something to tide me over for a couple years. That's what I'm looking for. Very relaxing, laid back. Just, I'll find something. It might not be this summer because, I got to kind of let things settle down this summer and kind of get back to some semblance of normalcy. I mean, my state is really It's really having a hard time. We are not opening up, you guys. It's, other states are opening things up and getting back to business as usual, kind of, but we're really not. It's very, very slow and very, very cautious. If you watch the news, our governor's taking a lot of heat about the whole thing, but she's trying to be very careful and very thoughtful about how to do this. It will get there. It will get there. Maybe it'll be the fall. It'll be the fall when I get a job. But anyhow. So yeah. There's that. Anyhow, thanks for hanging in there with me, guys. I know there's like a lull. It hasn't been like a fun laugh kind of live tonight. Sometimes we laugh and joke a lot, and this one's been a little more just, laid back, I guess. But you guys are having a good time in chat, having conversations about things. And that's good. That's good. So I can really feel that heat on my cheeks. Like, whoa, I got sun. I didn't think I was out there that long, but I got some sun. So, anybody doing anything fun this weekend? Anything fun? Fun, fun, fun. I hear ducks quacking right now. You guys probably can't hear them, but I hear ducks. They're funny. The ducks are crazy. They do whatever they want to do. You look at them 1 minute, they're in the front yard. You look at them the next minute, they're in the pond. Then they're at the neighbor's house. Well, almost the neighbor's house. They just go all over the place. They get all over the place. You want to go camping. Yeah, there you go. Don't want to read any medical reports. I bet. I'm sure you're done with those, right? Yeah. I want to go to a store and just browse. Just browse. Just wander around. Right? Like, go to Kohl's. I just want to go to Kohl's and walk around and look at the new clothes and things like that without feeling like I got to get my stuff. I got to get in. I got to get out, right? I just want to browse places. Go to the mall and just walk around and look at the stores. That's what I want to do. Not that I want to spend money or anything. I just want to be able to go look at things. When you have to buy things online, it's so hard. Oh my gosh. Let me talk to you about Joann's for a second. Let's just talk about Joann's for a hot minute. I ordered a frame from Joann's online a few weeks ago. Well, several weeks ago now. And it came and it was broken. Okay? It was broke. Joann's was still open. So I could take it to Joann's and returned it. Okay? I got my money back. Okay, that wasn't a problem. Then they asked me to review my purchase. So I reviewed my purchase and I said, it came and it was broken. The frame was broke and, I had to return it. First of all, they rejected my review, I heard. Sorry, blah, blah, blah. Rejected the review. It's like, okay, because I was honest. All right, okay. Then I get an email that says, oh, I'm so sorry to hear about, the issue that you had, blah, blah, blah. We would like to give you these coupons as a way to say, sorry, whatever. So they gave me these coupons. They gave me one that is 50% off an item. 50% off one item. Okay? And then a 15% off like your entire order or whatnot. And Kathleen was showing me these cool, just unfinished wood frames that she's been putting some of her like special drill paintings in. And she paints them like to match the colors of the painting. And I wanted to get some of those. And then I found a frame, another frame I wanted to get. So I put this stuff in my cart and I went in and I thought, okay, I'm going to use the 50% off and I'll get 50% off the frame, I should have known better, right? Should have known better. No. They wanted to take 50% off the little small items. So I was like, okay, never mind. I got this figured out. Take off the small things and then just do the frame. Just do the frame with the 50% off, right? Yes, the food court. Retail therapy and the food court. Yes. So then I went and I put the code back in for the frame. And it tells me I did not meet the requirements. I'm like, what requirements? It's 50% off. It didn't say I had to spend a certain amount of money or the frame wasn't on sale. There was nothing weird. It won't let me use these coupons. I'm like, really? Are you kidding? So then I went in and then I tried, okay, let me try this. Let me try the smaller items and use the 50% off coupon that they gave me. Did that? Invalid coupon. And I was like, okay, you gave me coupons to use and I can't figure out how to use either one of them. So now I'm annoyed, right? I just want to go to the store. Can I just go to the store? You know, you get Joann's coupons all the time on your phone and stuff like that. Can I just go to the store and buy what I want? I can't. No. Trying to buy stuff online, it's ridiculous. It's, and then try to search for something in particular on Joann's website. Like I was trying to search for frames of a particular size and I'd search picture frame, like 22 by 26 or whatever. Nothing comes up. Picture frames. I mean, I was getting so frustrated. Can I just go shop at a store where I can see things? Where I can just see things, right? Oh, man. No. Like, Catherine wants a pedicure. Catherine, I want to get my hair colored. I want my hair colored. My roots are about an inch long at this point. At this point, they're about an inch long. So when I go on Zoom meetings and classes and stuff, I put my hair in a ponytail and wear a baseball cap. I never wear a hat. I look stupid in hats. I hate them. But I'm not letting anybody see all these roots. I'm not letting anybody see these roots. They're an inch long. And my hair is really, really gray without the color. It's ridiculous. I want my hair done. Bad. Anyhow, that's what I want. Get my hair done and go shop. Just shop. But yeah. Scary roots and scary nails. Living in baseball hats. Luckily for me, I don't do my nails. I mean, I cut my nails. I just cut them off. So I don't have to worry about getting my nails done. But man, my hair. Whew, ridiculous. So anyhow. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for spending some time with me. Thanks for watching me work on this grass. How's it looking? How's my grass looking? Ooh, I just did that and felt the drill. Yep, that one right there is not hooked down right there. There we go. Hopefully within the next, 6 months, we'll be able to go out and shop and just browse and window shop and grab a Auntie Anne's pretzel at the mall and walk up and down, go in all the stores. And those masks? Oh, Lord, the masks. I don't know about you guys, but man, those things are hot, hard to breathe in and whatnot. And oh, goodness. Save the dolphins. Save the everything. Save the people. Oh, my gosh. Oh, wow. Yeah, my hair's super long now, and super gray. Yep, super long and super gray. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Anyhow, you guys. I hope that this loads after this, because normally when you do a live, it loads in like 10 to 15 minutes, and then people who weren't here can watch it. For the last 2 weeks, it has taken me 14 hours And there's nothing I can do about it. I don't do it. It just automatically, YouTube just automatically loads it for you. But the last 2 weeks, it's taken 14 hours. It's been the next day, 14 hours. So it's like 12 hours after the live started. And then the live is 2 hours long. So it takes 14 hours. And then it goes up on YouTube. There's another thing. Oh, goodness. All right. First world problems. There you go, Molly. We will survive, right? We will survive. About to get some dye at the store and have my husband do it. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. Oh, yeah. Not sure how that would turn out. But, okay, guys. I'm going to go and see if he's out back working on the fence again. Because he's out doing something. I don't know what. But thanks for hanging out, you guys. And take care. And stay safe as always, you know, in a world where you can be anything. Be brave, be patient. Yeah, we'll make it. Okay, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, Kathleen. Oh, if only I could have somebody just do my roots, I'd be happy. All right. I'll talk to you guys later.